Ah, what's going on, everyone? Thank you for joining me. Hope you guys are doing well today. You might have seen my eyes just close before I was doing this. That's just because I was just looking at the screen, making sure the intro finishes. I can do that. But I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back to another anime and chill. But today we have got Tengoku Daimakyou review from yours truly, RIW Naj. So I recently watched this anime. After we see, if you haven't watched my review of Jujutsu Kaisen, it's not like a special review. It's just my opinion, basically. It's all my opinion. This is all my opinion, basically. But if you don't like, hearing my opinion, make sure you go check out Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 review, and also I've also got Blue Lock review as well. So make sure you go check it out, and also another review which I can't remember what it's called. Spy Family review. Yes, make sure you check that out as well. But yes, today we're talking about Tengoku Daimakyou. I hope I didn't butcher the pronunciation of that. But it's very weird anime, different anime. You think after reading the let me read the thing to you. Let me read the I'm gonna read the introduction to you. Oh, that's just a lo-fi thing. Don't worry about that. Here it is. Here it is. So let me read the storyline and then we'll talk through it. So in the outside world, 15 years have passed since an unprecedented disaster that completely destroyed modern civilization. A group of children live in a facility isolated from the outside world. One day, one of them, a girl named Tokyo, receives a message that says, "Do you want to go outside? I'll tell you who Tokyo is later on." Mimihime, another girl who lives in the same facility, has a prediction and tells the upset Tokyo that two people will come from the outside to save her, one of whom has her same face, while the director of the school tells her that the outside world is hell. Meanwhile, a boy named Maru, who looks just like Tokyo, is traveling through this devastating Japan with a girl named Kiruku in search of heaven. So they already basically ruined quite a few things from this storyline, and they shouldn't be doing this. They just ruined quite a few things on the story from this storyline, from this this information that just given us. This is meant to be the introduction for people to watch it, but they gave away a massive spoiler on there, which we'll get to. So yeah, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it, make sure you go watch it first and then come back to the review. Or if you like getting yourself spoiled and then watching it, hey, be my guest, But yeah, so it reminds me of Promised Neverland, right? It's not exactly like Promised Neverland, because you would think that if this humanity is coming to extinction, there will be like monsters and you got to fight the monsters to survive, and blah blah blah, and you'd be like the brink of civilization. They're gonna uprise, a brink of power, like stuff like that. But there's some elements of that. It wasn't really the case of that. But yeah, so it reminds me of Promised Neverland, where there's a group of kids, as they're in a facility and they're getting taught by these adults. They're still adults. They're not monsters, but they're getting taught by adults, and there's robots as well. And they never really said exactly how the Earth turned, like how it almost got, how civilization got destroyed. They never said that. They never really explained too much into it, but they talk about machines, and they talked about how they start building robots, and then the robots start getting their own ideas, and I don't know, maybe a war. They gave it a couple of theories. So one is a war, one is an asteroid, and the third, I can't remember what the third one was, which is kind of stupid. I can't remember what the third one was. Robots maybe, I can't remember. But one was an asteroid hitting the Earth. One was war, which is most likely, in my opinion, which is realistic, to be honest with you. War will always kill civilization. But yeah. So next, and here, let me just break it down here, right? So Tokyo, I'll go to the characters right now. So here's the characters, right? This is the main characters: Kiruku, Maru, Tokyo, Mimihime, Kona, Shiro, Robin, Inazaki, and Anzu. I'll tell you all these significance. However, there should be, what's the Hani? Is that Hani? That's the brother's name, right? Hani. Hiruko-chan. No. Where is Kiriko's brother? What's her brother's name again? Kiriko's girlfriend's office and boycott. To my request, he is used for the furniture access. Prior to the event, Haruki's brain was imported from his sisters into his sister's body, Kiriko. Haruki, that's it, Haruki. So we got Haruki. Haruki is the kid. So I'm gonna explain this shit. So Kirikou is the girl, right? That's his sister. She had a younger brother called Haruko. Haruko used to look up to this guy called Robin Inazaki, and he took them in. This was after the disaster. So they never showed anything prior to disaster. This always happened after disaster. So the orphans, he was more or less the leader of the orphans, you could say, protected Kiriko and Haruko. Haruko looked up to him, and then Haruko could see monsters. I think you need a special power to see monsters, but you can see the monsters. And she was a racer, like a go-kart racer. I say it's a go-kart racer to earn money. She was racing one day. Haruko went to go see her, and I think he had a sister complex. He likes his sister too much. Not really gonna get into that, but yeah, that's how it goes. He saw the monster that was gonna be on the track on the final lap where she was gonna go. He went there to show the monster. Unfortunately, he got eaten, and yeah, he was about to die. She put the car into the monster. I don't think they killed the monster. They didn't really kill the monster, I don't think. But yeah, she seen her brother obviously get eaten. She cried, blah 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 blah. And then I don't know if she got shot. Someone must have been there, and they must have shot Kiriko, because we can hear a bullet at the end. So I'm not too sure what happened. And then she wakes up with Hiroko. Like, I don't know if the doctor must have, one of the doctors there must have implanted the brains of Haruko's to Kiriko, sorry. And yeah, so he's in her body now, and he's got the memories of his and her memory. So it's a bit weird. We never really found out who's the real person. So yeah, that's for season 2, I guess. There's questions of it the last episode, or the second to last episode, where they finally met up with Robin, and obviously he did some unthinkable things to this person. And yeah, he did. She looked in the mirror, didn't know if he was a boy or a girl, God knows. Anyway, that's the story. So she met him through a bodyguard job, and this guy Maru is because it's like a future past. So the story is a future past thing, right? So these kids are the past in a facility in the orphanage. These guys are the future. So it goes hand in hand. I didn't know this until later on, which you figure out. So it obviously goes hand in hand, which is a good concept, to be honest with you. I enjoy the concept of it. But there's one episode 3 or 4 where I completely forgot about the school, and I was trying to figure out what at the start I thought it was all in the same time. They're trying to go to heaven, which is this facility that these kids are in, which they actually are. I think they're trying to actually go to get there, but I thought that this facility still exists and the kids are still there. So he's trying to go to that facility and trying to find. He got someone that looks like him. Obviously, that storyline gave it away because that's Tokyo's. Maru looks like Tokyo, right? So that's Tokyo is the past, future. So that's a kid. Dekona and Tokyo have a child that gave birth to Maru, and Maru's got a twin. But the twin, I don't know what the twin is. I don't know if she had twins or not, because they never actually defined. But there was just literally another guy there, and Maru's mission is to inject something to his twin that will solve. That will either get rid of these monsters or solve these man-eaters issues. But Mimihime can see the future of how these guys will end up, and she predicts Kona to be the monster that eats Kiriko's brother, which is, as it shows it, he ends up being the one that eats Kiriko's brother. She sees him. I don't know. Actually, he never got turned into man-eater, I don't think. But yeah, she basically Mimihime and Shiro are the doctor Like you'll see it. I can't remember what episode, but he's one of the doctors that keeps her alive in the machine. So she's on the machine because at the end, the last episode, she gave a button of her button there. That's not trying to go on the titties, but that button there. I should use this one for example, main example. My bad. That button there, she gave it to him, and at the end, when Maru has a special ability. I'm explaining it so bad. Maru has a special ability that can kill man-eaters by going in. Like she touches them and he can go into their soul and touch their heart and basically, kill him basically. So Maru, basically she takes off that bow and gives it to him. In the future, Maru visits the facility with this guy and this girl. This girl is in a machine. She's absolutely messed up. She's got no body limbs because she got assaulted. I think she got eaten by a man-eater, and if you got eaten by a man-eater, you can turn into one of them. I think you can turn into one of them. So to prevent that disease from spreading, he cut her limbs and stuff like that, put into a machine. She was literally couldn't really do nothing. I think the promise of him trying to keep her safe was that, but she really didn't really want. She just basically wanted to end it. So when they visit, he kills her off, and he kills himself with a gun because he couldn't live without her anymore. So he has that button in his hand, and yeah. So that's that mystery solved. And Kona's an artist, right? He draws these paintings, and he draws paintings of like babies and fish or something. That he gave it to that girl that goes crazy on the wall, that can climb the wall. I can't remember her name. Was it Mina? Something like that. So it was she gave it to a girl that can climb the walls, and that girl unprecedentedly becomes, it's not even a word, correctly use the word, becomes the fish in the episode where these two are fighting it in the boat when they're going back to Tokyo. When they go back to Tokyo in the boat, they fight a fish monster, and yeah. But again, the story never explains how they turn into a monster. They never say there's the actual thing for a monster. So we're not really too sure how they turn into a monster. I thought they were originally monsters in themselves, because Tokyo at the end of the episode, at the last episode, if you see it, she's holding Maru, and then they turn into, I don't know if she turned into monster, but she, red stuff coming out and all that stuff. So yeah, so I think they got cells from the man-eaters, and yeah, they get turned into human looking, and yeah, they're actually monsters somehow. The director is fake, so she's tried to basically tries to be immortal. So they try to take the cells, and they do brain transplant just to be immortal, put the brain into the next person, and somehow she keeps her memories and stuff, which was proven with Haruko and Kiriko. So yeah, so that's the story. I mean, the story is crazy, man. Like, it's like a survival thing, but they're still trying to figure out who they actually are. The kids, they don't know anything. They don't know there was an outside to the outside. They're just walking in the forest at the end, and they all escape. The end of season 1 was they're on a boat, and I think they all go to Tokyo. So I think the Project Noah, which was one of the doctors in the facility, and the woman, is to keep the kids safe, I think, away from the director. They knew obviously the director's plan, so they try to get in the way of the director's plan to be immortal, whatever. But they never actually explained the whole thing properly. You just gotta you just have to figure out the way through. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the anime. It was crazy. It was different from anything. It definitely wasn't what I was thinking. When I like zombies, I like extinction, I like the brink of it. I like these sort of anime shows as well. So that's why I'm very interested in it. But when I got to it, yeah, it was different. It was different. Mario's also got superhuman strength, which is crazy. But yeah, so this guy, let me explain the thing, right? This guy Robin, he escaped the facility after he heard that she died. He became a doctor somewhere else. He was under Shiro. He went under Shiro and learned a lot of stuff from Shiro. Then he went somewhere else to start his own facility, his own town up. So they stumbled upon this town, and when she finally met him, it was not what she thought it was, because he that rhymes with grape, you know? Yeah, because he was in love with her, I'm guessing. But and he said, like, in a creepy way, I'm glad I picked you two up. So I'm guessing he had some alternative motive even from the start. Yeah, so weirdly, yeah. So that's it, man. The story was crazy, man. The story, again, the season one didn't reveal too much things. We gotta go for season two. And what I want to know is the theories. So that's my theory on it, which was the basis of the theory I'm gonna read. But we're gonna look at a theory, which I think is pretty close to it, which is here. So all my theory relationship for anime only, major spoilers. So here is a theory from someone from Reddit. Okay, so after 2 watches, here's everything in my wife, and I think we have figured out. That's very nice to have a wife. I wish I had one. Anyway, would love to hear people's thoughts, but please don't spoil anything from the manga if possible. Yes. Obviously, future past thing going on, which is it. Tokyo's kid is Maru. Maru is apparently circle in Japanese, so it's the one of the doctors drew a circle on the kid's feet, on his foot. Yes. Waiting on his way to neutralize his twin, which is the medicine. Which with the medicine, I think the twin is the baby that saw Tokyo and said her name and was like imprinted. Oh, again, we don't know if they're twins or not. But if that was the case, it wouldn't make sense because they got a new batch of kids. I don't know. I don't know if that's actually true. Well, yeah, we'll see. But there was a scene where Tokyo and the other girl that can climb walls, they went into the facility and seen these baby man-eaters. One saw Tokyo and kept calling Tokyo's name, obviously after she escaped. So maybe we'll see. Shiro and Mimihime are the doctor and woman. Yes, I knew, I could tell because of the button hooked up all the machines. She needed to be killed and was kept alive because the promise to take care of her, and he wanted to go full man-eater. Also, she loved looking at the sky. Oh, yes, she did. She would always look at the sky because she could see Asuna's, the other girl's thing. Also tragic, probably spent her life being continuously. Yeah. Oh, yes, she did like needles because of what she's seen in the future, which was her hooked up in the machine. So yeah. Okay, so we done the honesty. So the best storyline in my opinion, right? So much more, but okay. The doctor's engineer dude with the longish hair from the academy. Yes, so the guy that got that was the doctor from the facility could be the engineer dude that was with Kiriko that did the brain transplant and got the cards on the face from the academy. Yes, when the academy, the whole building collapsed. Yes, okay, makes sense. But we never really see the doctor. I never really doctor properly. The little kid who has freezing powers is the son of Juichi, and the 2 lesbian kids from the... Oh, there was, yeah. And it was a bred a pair of 2 women. They were kept woman breeding. Oh, yeah, there was an episode where Juichi was a breeding cult, yes. And yeah, they got killed. His story was crazy. At the end, he kills the guy that snitched on him, which is mental. You gotta watch it. The hallucination man-eater in the garage was a little girl with the hallucinating eyes, yes. So the girl with the hallucinating eyes did that to Mimihime and made us like blaze. So yeah, hallucination where Kiriko got in the car park lot. Yes. Okay, and I think you may have knew Mimi. Yes, because she liked Mimihime and she must have followed Mimihime to the facility that she was with Shiro. Yes, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Hotel girl is Hiroko, meaning her parents were also Anzu and Taka. I'm guessing, like, that's not really too sure about the hotel one. Cuckoo is a fish. Cuckoo, that's the name. Cuckoo is a fish monster. That way that climbed her, the way it could climb like her, and Hakona specifically gave the drawing to her. Also, Hakona gave the drawing of the fish to her. A lot of things in the episode make it pretty obvious apparent on the second watch through. Okay. We have some loose theories about Asura. I think the way why she killed herself or her body is so because she knew the plan of the director maybe, and she wanted to free the kids from that facility. So that's why she kept saying, "You want to go to the outside of the outside." She's the one that done all the damage. She locked the adults in at the end. She caused the whole thing to happen in the facility, and then they escaped. But yeah, who knew they were going to turn into man-eaters, right? Except for Mimihime. But yeah. There you go, man. That's my take on take on this. It was great, man. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the anime. It was crazy. There are many things that still need to be explained in season 2. I'm excited for season 2. I'm gonna rate it. So with the story, don't give too much away in the story. There aren't really a lot of theories that you can try pinpoint together. So I will give the story about 7 out of 10. In my opinion, 7.5 out of 10. Because I'm just saying it's a great story, but there was a lot of things that were needed to be explained more, even especially in season 1. In my opinion, because we're getting introduced to this, and how long are you gonna wait for season 2 to come out? I mean, you can read the manga, but I'm an anime only guy, just to let you know. But for anime only watchers, yes, how long are you gonna wait for season 2? So some answers should have been in season 1. I mean, they did, to be fair. At the end, they wrapped it around nicely. My bad. I'm giving it 7.98 because they wrapped that whole thing around nicely at the end of the episode. Because they answered quite a few questions at the end of the episode. Yes. My bad. So 8 out of 10. OST. I didn't really remember much OST, so there wasn't really anything that will, give me the OST vibe. So maybe 6.9. I'll give it 6.9, 6.8. Because there was nothing like attention grab the OSTs. The opening was pretty good. That's why I kept it to 6.9. The ending was pretty good as well, but not as good as I thought it would be. So yeah, I mean, I'll give it a 6.9 because the OST never stood out to me too much. If it did, I would have said it. I would have remembered it, But yeah, it wasn't too thingy. Characters, very complicated character, which is Kiriko, Maru, yes, Tokyo, yeah. So I'll give the characters good 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10 because we're still learning about the characters. A lot of things was answered. So yeah, I liked how they tied it all together. 7 out of 10. So yeah. Altogether, 7.9 out, high 7.9, 8 out of 10 in my opinion. Great anime. Make sure you go watch it. I really enjoyed it. So, But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Try to keep it short and simple as I can. Apologize if I missed out anything. If I have missed out anything, make sure you write in the comments below. It'd be much appreciated. And yes, if you can, please follow me on my YouTube. I got a second channel ready for gaming, which I got gameplays on there. You should check it out. Outlast 1, Outlast 2 gameplays, Yakuza, anything like that. I'm always live on Twitch as well. I play FPS mainly, Call of Duty, Valorant, stuff like that. I'm gonna be on Friday nights, always horror nights. So Cry of Fear is the game I'm playing right now. So make sure you come check it out, hang out with me, ask questions if you want about anime or whatnot, or just come chill. You don't have to talk, But thank you for joining me, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Thank you.